Hey guys, and welcome back to this video. Now before we get straight into the video, please do follow my Instagram if you don't already. I know some of you come from my Instagram, so my Instagram should be on screen around now. It is Triforcesocials. My name on here is Triforce Trends, Triforcesocials. You get the link, okay? Alright, so let's get into the video. So today we're going to be talking about the two colossal poles, if you will, almost smack bang in the centre of the map of Hyrule. Of course, I'm talking about the Dueling Peaks. Now, today I'm going to be theorising on how the Dueling Peaks actually came to be. Now, I think that there are a lot of different ways that this could be perceived. This is just my own personal way. If you have your own theory, then please do put it into the comments, because seeing your theories is actually a very big drive for me. Plus, that means that maybe one day I can actually tell your theory to everyone as well. I know it's been a while since I uploaded on this channel, but I'm back to starting to upload a bit more on here anyway, because I'm enjoying Zelda again. I had a bit of a drought where I didn't. Point is, alright, there's a giant mountain in the side of Hyrule for anyone who hasn't played Breath of the Wild. They're called the Dueling Peaks. There should be a picture on screen around about now. They're two peaks with lots of different ridges on the outside of the thing. Today we're going to be figuring out how exactly they came to be them. Now, the first clear observation that we can see is that they were a mountain in the first place. They were one singular mountain. All of the ridges almost connect up perfectly to make sure that they're actually just one mountain. And if you can see on the left side on this picture, there is actually a little dip so that you can actually see the mountain form together. Now, some of this is actually taken away and it doesn't seem so clear. And even for me, this might be a bit of a stretch. However, over time, over 100 years, things may have eroded. If you don't know what erosion is, it's basically when particles are let off after a few years because of different things like water, just weather in general. One very notable thing that I actually quite like myself, that's a very nice detail to this mountain, is the undercroft, the middle bit between the mountain, is actually a very, very, very detailed place. It's got a bokoblin camp and also has a water source that flows all the way through it. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, if that mountain was already there, then the water source was there. Yes, but we're talking in a hypothetical manner where, in the first place, this didn't actually take place. My theory is that when the calamity Ganon was coming out of the grave, the massive colossal being that came out of the bottom of Hyrule Castle, it actually made an earthquake shake Hyrule. And you can probably see it with some other structures such as the Arbiter's Grounds and the Forgotten Temple, as these temples were probably big well-known places around the time that Breath of the Wild would have taken place 100 years ago. As the Forgotten Temple is a worshipping place for anyone and actually houses the statue from Skyward Sword, making it a very, very, very religious place. Skyward Sword was the first game in the chronology of the Legend of Zelda timeline, and was likely where all Zelda lore is ever going to start off, even if they do make another game. Arbiter's Grounds is a lesser known yet more apparent reference, as the Arbiter's Grounds is actually a dungeon in the Legend of Zelda: A Twilight Princess, or the Twilight Princess. Oh god. Well, in that, you can see that a lot of sand has gone over some structures over in the desert. Well, the same thing could have happened here, but the two mountains would have broke off, as the earthquake would actually have been a lot closer to Dueling Peaks than it would have been the Forgotten Temple and Arbiter's Grounds. Now, this means that there would also be a few other places to actually come up with this theory. Now, this is my own theory, and somewhere in the Zelda lore book, it actually might say what this place was made from and how this place was made. But in my personal opinion, I think that this place was made using, I don't know, some immense force. Maybe even things behind this time. Things maybe even when Skyloft wasn't there. When nobody lived on the earth or anything. And you could you could roam around. There might have been like, I don't know, giants. I'm not certain. But the water source out of this is also centered around a tower as well, which also notifies the middle of a region. Now, this region for me, I don't know if it was for you, but it was the first region that I ever went to in Breath of the Wild because I wanted to see the Dueling Peaks. And from day one, I always kind of wondered what else it could be. I mean, you never know, there are a lot of theories around this place, but in my opinion, I believe that the colossal being that was Calamity Ganon came up and rose up from Hyrule Castle, let out a mighty roar, and that is what caused an earthquake around the Earth, which also covered the Arbiter's grounds, along with the Forgotten Temple, and probably a few other places which I haven't mentioned. If you guys actually have any more that you'd like to maybe tell me about there, that'd be quite a good thing, because I'm still actually exploring the Breath of the Wild map to find more things to talk about to you guys. I've got a few other things, a few other video ideas, such as Hebrew Peak and stuff like that, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like rating. Tell me what your theory on the Dueling Peaks is, as I do believe that my theory is it's not unbreakable by any means. It could have just been some random thing that happened many years ago, but I do think it has some sort of correlation with Breath of the Wild in the game. Obviously, there is also a chance that the devs just put it in because it was nice looking, and it, you know, it's nice. It's one of the most photogenic places on the map, but I don't know, it's nice to theorize around things like this. Please tell me if you did enjoy the video. If not, then sorry, I'm gonna have to kill you. No, I'm joking. But please like if you did enjoy, and subscribe now, as I'm going to be uploading a bit more often.